Thank you, Your Worship, and I'll take this opportunity to say thank you to you. I know, this has been an issue for the last couple weeks, and, when it first came out at 2.19%, I know that was a little bit too much to support for me, and I think for others as well. And, you and I have had several discussions about this, several spirited discussions about this issue, and I thank you for your patience and indulgence. But certainly I want to thank everyone for the that came out today. I understand the passion on both sides, and I just hope no one thinks that, it's, it was said earlier today that, just because you disagree with the process or you're opposing whatever's put forward here, it doesn't mean that there's not respect for you. There is, and it is a democratic process, and it is certainly a difficult decision, and I don't think you're going to find anyone around this table that does not want to raise taxes more than I do, and it was certainly a struggle. And we talk about a hospital levy, but I really see it as a hospital investment, and I support it based on a number of ways and a number of factors. We're looking at, and I think Dr. Porter said it very well, on the additional side of all the other additional benefits that we could see from this. But when you're looking at this as from an investment standpoint, you're potentially looking at a $2 billion investment, and our portion of that investment is $108 million. In a best case scenario, we move forward with a $2 billion investment that will not only transform the health system in our region, not just our city but our region, that will help to spur economic development, that will create jobs, that will have unintended consequences that will be beneficial for not just this term of council, not just the people in this room, but we're talking about decade after decade, generation after generation to come. It was very difficult for me not to support this when factoring all that into the equation. And when we were able to work out a balanced plan, a hybrid plan that I think draws on the many resources we have, that is affordable, that allows us to go back to the taxpayer and say, this is what we have and this is what we're going to do, understanding that the levy ends when it's no longer needed. It ends when it's no longer needed. And the potential for the investment moving forward is really a potential an investment in our future. And it was said earlier today, when we're talking about the most vulnerable in our community, I would certainly make an argument that the most vulnerable in our community are those that are sick and ill and require the best possible treatment. So as a city councillor, how am I not able to vote for something that provides the people that are most vulnerable, the sick and the ill, with the best possible treatment possible moving forward? Decade after decade after decade. This one issue is bigger than politics. This one issue is bigger than anyone in this room. This is really about the future of our region. And it's about our children and their children, right? So for all those reasons, I'll support this motion.